These are the top 3 booty building mistakes that we see most people make that are going to prevent you from getting the glutes of your dreams. Number 1.
The first mistake is having really bad nutrition and poor intake of protein.
What would you tell a vegan woman eating 30 grams of protein a day?
You are missing on some incredible gains. What are you doing, girl?
You're killing yourself. You're killing your glutes. Don't do that.
Yes.
Unless you weigh 30 pounds, which I think you probably don't.
It's super crucial that you eat enough. We have so many women that come into the community thinking that the way to reach their goals is to undereat and starve themselves. But this is far from the truth. When they enter Jack Vegan, they're super surprised that by upping their calorie intake and their protein, they'll be satiated for longer. They feel better on their workouts and they're able to see incredible results.
So ideally, you want to be eating somewhere between 0.7 to 1.2 grams per pound of body weight. Pick a number between those numbers, a very easy rule to follow. If you have a lot of body fat, just go towards the lower end, like 0.7 or even 0.6 if you have a lot of body fat. If you have less body fat, you can go towards the higher end, like 0.8, 0.9, 1, or 1.2, depending on your preferences.
Exactly. So once you have that dialed in, you're going to see that everything is going to be easier to follow and you're going to start to see incredible results. The second mistake is really bad training programming. Wow. How many times do you go to the gym and you see people doing crazy, useless exercises?
And I'll tell you a story here. It's not about building my glutes, but it's something kind of similar. Back in my CrossFit days, I used to work out 2 hours a day, twice a day. So I was doing probably like 20 hours a week. And I just didn't look that great. I was kind of lean, no muscles. And it didn't look like a guy. I didn't look like a guy who was working out 20 hours a week and putting in so much effort. And then I did it for like 6-7 months and I was like very, very frustrated. So I ended up reaching out to a coach to get some nutrition help because I wanted to be a competitor. I wanted to be the best in my country. So the coach gave me a diet. He increased my protein intake. And then he told me, you're working out too much, dial that back. And guess what? In 6 months, I just got freaking shredded. I set PRs in everything and I felt amazing. And later on, I ended up winning first place in my country. And I can attribute that to hiring a coach that helped me out in the journey. So,
and I have a similar experience when I met you.
Yes.
When I met Julian, I was doing all exclusively booty exercises, but it was too much. Like I was training my glutes 3 or 4 times per week and my routines were 6 to 10 exercises with so many sets. And the first thing that you did was we gotta bring it down. And for me it was a shocking, right? Like again, I already had great I had a good physique and everything, right? But it's amazing that by doing less I started seeing more results. So again, sometimes you believe that you killing yourself at the gym is what's gonna get you to where you wanna be, but actually it's not.
No, there's a thing called stimulus recovery adaptation, which is how your body adapts to exercise and how your muscles grow. You provide a stimulus, which is the training activity that needs to be designed in a way that makes sense. You need to have workout sessions, exercises per session, sets, repetitions, intensity. You need to have a progression on a week-to-week basis. So it needs to be logical. It needs to make sense. Then you also need recovery.
Which is the third
point. You don't allow your body to recover. You need recovery and rest because that's when your body adapts, which is the last part. So if you're always like freaking stimulating, and you're not allowing your body to recover, then you probably won't get the results you can get.
Exactly. So it's super important that you cover these 3 pillars in order for you to see incredible glute gains and for any muscle in your body. So if you are overtraining, you're feeling like you're not able to really go hard on your workouts. If you are clueless on what to do at the gym and you're constantly changing your workouts, or if you don't have any idea of what protein is in your plate, you gotta reach out for help.
Yeah, and if you go to the gym and you're like, let's do this class today and then do 30 minutes of Stairmaster, and then the next day you do a different class and then you do 20 minutes of elliptical, and then the next day you do something different, you don't have a plan that's actually designed to help you get the results you want. And there's nothing that sucks more than investing your time and your energy into something, like investing a lot of time. Because imagine years investing into going to the gym, to group classes, or to using cardio machines, and then not making the changes that you want. And All you need is to change the way you're directing the energy, because if you're already putting in the time, but you put in that time into a plan that actually works, then you don't need to do more. You just need to change what you're doing, and then you're gonna get the results that you want.
And something that I like to point out is, for example, I have girls that come and say, but I just want to do yoga or I just want to run. I always invite them to look for maybe a professional in that area that maybe has the goal physique that they want. And most likely they can't find it, right? Because they might be too lean or not muscular enough, right? So most likely the body that they want is from a girl that is training at the gym. So again, you don't need to stop doing the activities that you want, like yoga or running, but you have to structure it into a plan that makes sense and prioritizes weight training.
What matters. Yeah. Prioritize what matters. If something that we said resonated in this video, if you're making some of the mistakes, all the mistakes, I highly encourage you to get help, reach out to a coach. Doesn't need to be us, but if you want it to be us, we freaking got you. We can help you get the best freaking glute gains, and just make sure that your energy is invested into a good plan.
And as you can see, and we've shared ourselves, this is a mistake that everybody does in the beginning of their journey, right? Or even people that are like in it for a while, like not asking for help and trying to do everything on your own and winging it is probably not going to get you where you want to be.
Yeah, if I could go back in time and tell like younger Julian, get a coach right from the get-go, I would. And maybe I would have, accomplished more. I don't know. But that's something that I would tell my younger self. So if you're starting out, know that that's what we would have done if we were younger. So if you're starting out, you can do it from the get-go.
And buy Bitcoin. That's what we would have said.
And buy Bitcoin in 2012. Then we probably wouldn't be making this video. We would have like $200 million in the day. All right, we got a bunch of resources in the description. You can go ahead and check them out. We got training programs. We got a calorie calculator that's free. We got a book. We got a bunch of stuff, so check it out for resources, and those are going to help you get in the right direction. And if you want to explore our one-on-one coaching, there's also a link right down there that you can click and schedule a consultation call.
All right, so we're signing off. Much love.
Boom.